I mean, it's good just coming off the game and how we had. Just going forward, knowing he gonna expect me to make that play anytime he throws it there. So I gotta have that mindset going forward.
How critical is putting points up on the board, preferably touchdowns, in the first quarter, first half of this game?
I mean, that's the biggest part of our game. Just basically this whole year. Coming out second half and dominating is not really what we want to do. Of course, we want to do that, but we also want to do the first half also. And obviously, that's the objective to make that count and get up some points so we don't have to finish as hard in the second half.
What do you think has been the biggest struggle in that regard, Jamar? Why have you guys not been able to do that?
I mean, it's a lot of reasons: turnovers, plays, um, penalties. It's all kind of things we could look at, but it's still on us at the end of the day and just making it work. They could call it, but we still got to make it work.
On the film I saw before Tanner's touchdown, you were engaged pretty good in some advice or something like that. What'd you tell Tanner before the snap on his touchdown?
Me and Tanner was talking about if he wanted the ball or not. That's all it was. Usually Tanner always taking the ball and I'm always taking the ball, but me and Tanner never on the same side, so that's all it was.
Thumbs up, so I guess he just was taking
Yeah, he wanted the ball, so let him take it.
Just in general, though, it feels like kind of pre-snap conversations. You can help guys get lined up and such. What gives you, the confidence, the IQ and all that kind of stuff to be able to do that?
Just knowing the offense. That's the biggest thing. Knowing the offense, knowing the ins and outs of it. I've been moving a lot these past 2 years, just moving all over at ZNF. So the more the offense that I know, the more they move me around, and the more that I can help others.
Do you feel like, especially with Burrow hurt, like your ideas and your kind of say and ideas for what the offense could do in certain spots carries even more weight?
I mean, I feel like I've always had a say-so in the offense. Zach always listened to any opinion I had, bring up to him. But now it's just sometimes he has to listen, sometimes he doesn't. Same thing with Joe was here. Sometimes he listens, sometimes he doesn't.
Based on how well you know the offense, Jamar, not that you want to play quarterback, do you think you could play quarterback? Do you know it that well? I'm just curious how well you know it.
I mean, I know it.
Yeah.
I can. I don't want to play quarterback. Let me say that. I don't want to play. I don't want to play quarterback, but I can tell like guys like you here, and here. Yeah, I can do that, but I do not want to play quarterback now.
I mean, how much of a weapon is that for you to know it that well, to be able to help your teammates? I guess in some ways. Benefit.
Just in case Joe might call a play in backwards or wrong. Maybe he might mess up. We correct him in a huddle, and that helps us know what we're doing and confidence within ourselves too.
What has Jalen brought to their defense, Jalen Ramsey?
Versatile, very versatile. He's safety, corner, nickel. Sometimes he's in a box. So he's very versatile.
How often before the snap do you have an idea of what's going to happen and it actually happens? What would you say your success rate is in predicting what's about to happen?
True. I'll probably say like 65. I wouldn't give it that high because a lot of the stuff they throw a lot of tricks towards my side, so probably say like 65% of the time.
When you are on the sideline talking to Zach, are you suggesting plays or are you talking, just more general stuff, or are you?
Pretty much everything. Plays, coverages, what I like, what I don't like, what we could have did better. I felt like all of the above. He's all ears whenever I talk, whatever happens on the field.
Was that communication always like that, like even when you were a rookie or second-year player, or has that developed over the years that you've been in the NFL?
It definitely developed over time. I want to say my rookie year was just like me going up to him and being like, can I get the ball or something like that? And then maybe like my third year, eventually I started to be like, can we run this? Can we get this play in? Can we throw this? And over time he started to, let it happen.
How much of a difference do you think that makes, like having a receiver like yourself who can make suggestions like that and can have that dialogue with the play caller?
He believes in what I see. That's the biggest thing. I got to go out there and believe my eyes at the end of the day. It don't matter if they're disguising it, just messing with me in general. I got to come back there. Sometimes I come back to the sideline, just look at the iPad and just try to see how they playing me too.
Jamar, it was really more pointed toward the Browns organization, but did you hear what Mike Tomlin said about you guys acquiring Joe in season? And
Yes.
do you care?
What he said?
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, it's not negative or positive. I mean, at the end of the day,
Yeah.
What did you think when you saw it?
I kept scrolling.
Were you shocked when you found out that the Bengals completed a trade with the Browns? Were you just surprised from that?
Yeah, I was a little in awe at that moment. T brought it to me, so
That's right, yeah.
I didn't know if it was real or not, especially when T brought it, because I don't know what T be messing with me saying, so I didn't know if it was true.
So he's not for that. He's gonna play jokes on you.
Yeah, T messes with me all the time. Yeah.
What's the best, the most memorable
Joke we did?
joke that he?
I can't say that out loud. You got me though.
He got you.
Yeah, you got me. I can't say that.
How would you describe Ramsey as a player?
Very veteran like. You could tell he watches a lot of film just by how he plays. But he's a good overall defender. You know, he's very versatile, does everything. So it's definitely somebody they want on the team.
What's it like for you when the lights come on and it's a primetime game?
Just like every other game, kill.
How important is this game for the team, for the season, considering the AFC playoff picture for you guys? I know it's early still, but how important is it right now?
It's important just because the next game up and it's a division game. We only play 2 division games so far, so I mean this is the next important one.
Losing 4 straight, how much do you guys need a win to get things spinning in the right direction, though?
I would say we need to win bad just because, like you said, it's 4 straight, and we know we're close to winning. If not just winning, just getting a lot of wins. We know we're close to it, and it's right there. It's in our reach. We gotta finish it and build off the right way.
You didn't have much time to work with Flacco last week. It's a short week this week, but you got anything in mind or anything you're planning or you've done to try to get some extra time with Flacco or anything? Or work on something?
I'm gonna tell y'all no. We don't have nothing coming. We ain't got nothing.
Do you get any reps with him this week? I mean, I know Zach said it's kind of a.
I mean, it's the first day of practice. All we had was walkthrough. I mean,
Right.
we ain't talk about nothing yet. We don't got nothing.
When people look at a game and say, like, this is a must-win game, what do you think about that phrase?
I've been hearing this 5 years I've been here. I've been hearing it every week. Something y'all say a lot out here. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, we know we got to win. Certain games, we know we got to beat division teams for us to put ourselves in position to be number 1 in the division. But, you know, at the end of the day, we got to actually put the work in and do it when it's game time.
Are you back to full strength, given what happened last week?
Yes. I feel a lot better, so appreciate you asking that.
You obviously take a lot of pride, Jamar, in making sure you were as fit as possible to get ready for a game. How challenging was last week wanting to perform at top performance and knowing you were fighting something?
Really was just the hardest thing was just trying to get a lot of electrolytes in me and eating. That was really the hardest thing for me, trying to make sure I eat like I used to.
What do you think's what's the most mindful thing playing against Pittsburgh's defense? What do you have to be most aware of?
Up front, you know what I'm saying? They whole team is stacked, if I'm being honest. Every position is stacked on their back end, from the linebackers to the D line. They got a lot of skill players over there, but up front definitely speaks out the most just because they the ones that get the ball out the fastest for us.